Hi, I'm Nikki from Premier School of Dance. I hope you find this web tutorial helpful, and remember, practice makes perfect. Today we're going to show you how to attach elastics to a ballet shoe. So you will need your ballet shoe, your new elastics, needle and thread. Today we're using a baby pink, but if you can get an apricot colour that will match better, then do so, and some scissors. So we need to work out where to place the elastics on the shoe. So if you fold the heel down, not too far forward, in fact as far back as it will go, then you'll know that's where you need to place your elastics. I often see them placed too far forward and too far back, and they don't hold the foot correctly in the shoe. So grabbing one piece of elastic, we're going to again, as we talked about with the ribbons, put it on an angle of about 30 degrees. We want to face it slightly towards the toe of the shoe so that it hugs the foot nicely once the elastic is on. We don't need to fold anything over, we just hold it in place, put it slightly in, and we're going to start our stitching. Now remember, the ballet shoe has two layers. We have leather and we have a cotton lining. When we sew on the elastics and ribbons, we just want to go through the cotton. We certainly do not want to go through the leather so that we can't be seen on the other side. And we're just trimming up the cotton there. So small, neat stitches around the edge of the elastic. We're going to go down one side, pulling the cotton nice and firmly with each stitch. And again, it's good to use a nice fine needle. If you get a little loop, you just need to play with it until it gets nice and flat. Sometimes you want to push one side. And then around the bottom of the elastic. And then we want to go around the other side of the elastic, remembering not to go too far up. We certainly do not want to sew over the casing. The casing encloses the elastic, which is what pulls the shoe nice and snug into the foot. If you sew over that, then the elastic gets caught. So we just need to sew as close as we can to the casing on the side. And then to finish, and then we go across the top. Again, we're not anywhere near the casing, we're just right to the top of the shoe. And then we just do a couple of stitches, we loop it, just to make sure that when we cut it, it's not going to disappear and all that hard work is going to be undone. So if we just look closely at the stitch, we've gone around the side, around the back, around the other side, then across the front. This is the casing that hasn't been stitched over, and it's at a nice angle, and it's in the correct position towards the back of the heel. Now we're going to place the shoe onto the foot. To decide we're going to decide where we need to place this on the other side. Well, I see a lot of parents stitching it on both sides without actually placing it on the child's foot. It's important that you measure because you don't want it to be too loose or too tight. You do want it to be firm enough to hold the shoe on the foot. And as you can see, it's further back here, it's not in the middle, so that's going to help hold the heel up on the shoe. So once we find on the other side where it needs to go, we simply slip the shoe off the foot, and Tony's holding her thumb in place so she knows where it needs to be stitched. And then we will repeat the process of sewing it on the other side. And that's how we sew elastics on ballet shoes.